Hey guys, so welcome to our YouTube channel. Super excited to have you here. In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 tools that you need to use in order to promote your business on social media and also in order to pretty much automate your business. Let's dive in. So when it comes down to online marketing, there are so many different tools that you could use, and a lot of times people are simply not aware which tools they should use in order to kind of simplify their life and simplify their business. So let's start with tool number one, which is Slack. We use Slack all the time with our team. If you do have a team, this is an incredible tool that you could use. You could also use it maybe to add your customers and have them, let's say if you want your customers to work with your team, you can add your customers over there as well, and then have pretty much give them the direct access to your team where they can go back and forth. It really depends on the type of business that you run. But let's say if you have a team, you have maybe one or two VAs, and in order for you not to use Facebook or not to use Messenger or Instagram or any other social media platforms, you want to make sure that you focus on your work, and you want to make sure that the work is done, right? You don't want to use Facebook and message your team members there, because every single time you log into Facebook, you see all these different posts, and you start engaging with those posts, start liking it, and then you start scrolling through the newsfeed, and you pretty much waste time. So it is important to use a tool that's not linked to social media. The tool number two that we would strongly recommend for you to use is called Trello. You could use it in order to, let's say if you have projects that you're working on, you can create different boards within Trello. And let's say if you're doing, for example, you can have a board specifically for marketing. You can have another board specifically for your clients. So when it comes down to your clients, what we usually do is we create a board, and then we create 3 columns. We create a to-do, in process, and done. So whenever we do that, when we set a new task, let's say for us or for one of our team members, we also mention when's the due date and who is responsible for the task. And when they start working on the task, they can pretty much drag and drop it to in process. So every single time when you log into the app, you can see where the task is in the process. Well, whether they already started it, is it in the process, or maybe the task was already done. So that helps quite a lot. Another tool that you can use is a CRM. In our case, we use HighLevel, or maybe heard of it as Go HighLevel. It's an incredible, powerful platform that we're using all the time, because guys did an amazing job. They pretty much took all the apps that are out there and they put everything into one place, because you don't want to have like multiple apps and pay for all those apps out there when you can pretty much have everything in one place and just pay once, I mean on a monthly basis, but you're just paying for one app and not multiple. Because let's say when you pay like $29 here and then $39 there, $99 here, and then it definitely adds up at the end of the month. And in case with this CRM, it's definitely more affordable, first of all, and it's way more convenient because, again, you have all the things in one place. So it is extremely important for you to have a CRM where you can pretty much keep your client database or your lead database, right? So in the database itself, you can mention who is a lead, who already became a client, and then you can also create, maybe, let's say, add a tag to your customers. Maybe it's a client that takes your services on a consistent basis, or maybe those clients refer to someone. So based on that, you could even create a referral system. So we have an entire video for that, and we're going to talk about it later in the future, in the upcoming future. All right, let's move forward. The tool number 4 is Google Drive. I'm pretty sure you know what Google Drive is, and most likely you already use it, but I don't think you use it to its full potential. So Google Drive has pretty much lots of possibilities, and you can use Google Docs, you can do Google presentations, Google Sheets, and especially Google Sheets. We use Google Sheets quite a lot. At some point, we were using Google Sheets as our CRM, as our database, I should say. And then when we started using the CRM, we transferred everything there. but it is super useful, and it's important to, I would say, use Google Drive, because it definitely simplifies your life, because you can create different folders and then have everything pretty much ready for you. If you're looking for a specific document, you can always go into those specific folders, and let's say if you are not at the office, or if you're not home and you don't have access to your laptop or your computer necessarily, you can access it through your phone, right? Because it's in the cloud. So it is super convenient, and every team member, every person of your team, they can access it at any time. Like, you don't need to send them new files all the time because they're saved on your computer. So you should definitely use that to its full potential. All right, let's move to the next tool, which is tool number 5. It's called Stripe. We started using Stripe pretty much right away when we started our business. What Stripe is basically a payment platform that you could use to send out invoices to your customers. It really depends if you do charge your customers directly, or you're getting paid differently. Maybe you get a check. So if you charge customers directly, or you need to send out invoices, or maybe you have a monthly program where their credit card, pretty much where you get the recurring revenue, where their credit card needs to be charged every 30 days, right? You can definitely use Stripe. That's what we do with our businesses, and it works amazingly well. You get money in your bank account in 3 days after you received it in your account. So you should definitely do that for your own business. Okay, let's move forward. So the next tool, which is tool number 6, will be ManyChat. I'm not sure if you heard about this software, about this app. What ManyChat does is it's pretty much a sales and marketing platform that you can use to generate leads using Facebook Messenger, or you can also use, at this point, they already do Instagram, and I believe they do WhatsApp messages as well. So you could create different automations within ManyChat. So let's say the next time when you create a post, and then you want people to engage with the post, and let's say when they click on the link, that will bring them to your business page. So your people are going to talk to your business page automatically. I'm pretty sure you've experienced that before, maybe with other pages. Maybe you've seen those kind of ads, and that's basically how it's done with ManyChat. Okay, the next tool is Mailchimp. Mailchimp is the email marketing platform. I'm pretty sure you've heard about Mailchimp. Usually, Mailchimp is kind of when people start doing email marketing, and then they need some kind of software to do it. They go to Mailchimp is kind of a go-to platform in the beginning. There's also another one called ActiveCampaign. So I would say those are the two main platforms that people usually use. So with MailChimp, you can send out emails to your database of customers or potential customers, basically your leads, right? So instead of you sending out email one by one, you can pretty much create an audience, put them all together in one audience, and then send that blast email. And again, when I say blast email, I'm not talking about like some kind of generic email. It could be a personalized email, because especially if you have the first name of your lead or your customers, so at that point, you can basically add a special code there. And when you're going to jump into MailChimp, you can Google it, how to add the first name in MailChimp, and you're going to see it there. I'm not going to go into details. I just want to make sure that you know about these tools, but then how to do it, you can Google it, or, well, if you want, you can comment under this video, and then we're going to send you the link where you can do it. Okay, the tool number 8 is Zoom. I'm pretty sure you've heard about Zoom. Everyone is using it these days. We started using Zoom way before COVID started, so it wasn't something new for us when people started moving into online meetings, because we were doing it prior to that. So we were kind of accustomed to having meetings on Zoom. But it is super useful to run meetings on Zoom, because you save quite a lot of time instead of like traveling and being stuck in traffic. But don't get me wrong, it is nice to meet people in person, because you do build that, I would say, a different level of connection, because you're not going to build the same connection when you're doing just a Zoom call. Because at that point, when you meet with a person, you take that extra step to spend the time and travel and meet that person, right? Whether it's either you're going to meet the person or the person coming to you, or maybe you're meeting in a coffee shop. But at the end of the day, Zoom is an amazing app, especially in today's busy world that we live in. So you should definitely use Zoom at its full potential. Okay, let's go to tool number 9, which is Canva. Maybe you've heard about Canva. I'm not sure about that. So Canva is pretty much an app, a software that can help you create different image design for your social media content, for your social media post, or maybe you want to create a banner for, let's say, for YouTube, or maybe for LinkedIn. Um, you could also create banners for, let's say, Facebook or LinkedIn events. You could create different postcards, and they do give you lots of different designs. They do have a free version and a paid version. If you get a paid version, you get millions of pictures, and at that point, you can pretty much do whatever you can think of, because there are so many possibilities with Canva itself. And it's not just about images. You could also create different videos, because they do have a video footage stock. You can play around, and based on your needs, you can see what can be done for your business specifically. All right, and the last tool, which is tool number 10, is Inshot. Inshot is an app that basically helps you edit videos. You know how sometimes on social media you might see videos where they have the headline on top, and then they have subtitles in the bottom, and the video is kind of in the middle. So that's what you can do with Inshot. Again, it's a free app. They do have a paid version. You can't do too many things with a free version, but still, you can add it the main. Let's say if you just want to add the headline and you want to add captions and maybe like a bit of text, you can definitely do it with Inshot. So if you want to make your life easier and you want to automate your business, I would strongly suggest to start using as many of these apps as you can. Out of I would say try to use 7 out of 10, because some of the softwares or some of the tools you might not need or might not work for you specifically. But I would say seven of them would definitely work for every single business. If you found this video valuable, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And if you want us to cover other topics related to business or related to digital marketing, something specific, or in maybe general, you want to know about something, please leave your comments down below and we'll be more than happy to record new videos for you. See you next time.